thinking, like, I know when I was with Trevor on Friday, and I don't know if there's a right, he said usually, like, I would talk right after the national anthem, pretty much.
Okay.
So, but I'm completely indifferent. I've sometimes done 7 minutes of pregame and then the national anthem, and then. Do you normally do like the national, like with softball, do you do that and then you do your pregame, or do you do pregame and then national anthem and then come back?
In softball so far, it's been national anthem, we do our pregame, and then start everything. So
I think Trevor seemed to have a pretty good, that's kind of the way he went with it, and I'm like, yeah, that's great.
When it came to the basketball season, though, we would go live or start doing our broadcast pretty well before the national anthem.
Before the national.
Go over the matchup that's being played, go over stats from the players, and
yeah, I found that with basketball too. I was usually
maybe 5 minutes.
5 to yeah. Yeah, I would spend. That's exactly what I did in basketball.
Because for this sport, I don't know if we have an actual pregame show sponsor. So when it was basketball, it was auto select.
Oh yeah.
Show.
And I saw something that says pregame show auto select. So,
okay.
But I mean, I can certainly.
Because you could say welcome to our auto select pregame show. Go over the.
And that's kind of what I did right after the national anthem. Because I felt like I had a good 3-4 minutes to do that.
Yeah.
And Trevor kind of just said, as soon as I do the national anthem, then I'll have you guys, or have you do your pregame and stuff. So. And then I always do the post-game interview, obviously, probably like most people, I think. But I usually go down kind of. Sort of this first fencing area, kind of not right behind home plate, but probably, almost directly where the camera is.
Yeah.
Kind of in the middle of these two. I think I've done 2 or 3 with Coach Wayne now. And I feel like I know him pretty well because my kids have gone through here. He's our athletic director. My youngest still at Pacelli, so he's on the golf team. But
yeah.
Brock played the last 4 years.
I remember calling his name a few times.
Yeah.
I got to do one football game. He had a pretty good football game when I covered it, and then a few baseball games, I remember.
Yeah, football was his first. He's playing at UW Stevens Point now. He's a freshman. He's playing for the Pointers. So.
On the football team?
Yeah. They got him at safety. So.
Okay. Yeah, that team's trying to be up and coming right now.
They are, yeah.
It's been rough the last few years.
Coach basically said, just about every position's kind of fair game at this point, but they Bryce and Cashins, they're starting tailback.
Okay. And did he also go here then too?
Oh yeah, Bryson.
Yeah, Cashin sounds
here.
familiar to me.
And then Drew Kadrovich is at point too, but he's not playing anything.
Okay.
He kind of really hurt his shoulder. I think the baseball, all the pitching took a toll on his shoulders. Now he's going to school and working and stuff. But he's a year older than Brock, but he was probably throwing 80, close to 90. No, actually probably about 88, 89 his senior year. So, I mean, he was bringing it.
That's some high heat in high school.
And he used his body so much, so it didn't seem like his arm was at stress, but he must have hurt his shoulder. He pitched a lot. I mean, he was a flamethrower since he was 7 years old, 8 years old. No, 9 years old. Coach Pitch.
I played baseball for probably 4 or 5 years of my lifetime.
Yeah.
And it was probably 5th grade or 4th grade until 8th grade is when I stopped playing. I was so small though and so short, so my strike zone was super small. I would get hit by so many pitches. I'm like, this just does not feel good right now.
Yeah, I know. There's a.
I loved to field though. I was a center fielder, and I mean anything that has to do with catching.
You were, yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, I played quite a bit, and then I ended up running track and cross country and did basketball in high school. I was like 140 when I graduated high school and like just a beanpole, and now I'm not that anymore. Now I play golf for fun. That's my recreational activity.
Golf is honestly the best.
Oh, it's so good for you too, and it's one of those sports you can do your whole
Till you're done.
Yeah, I mean, my grandpa played till he was 87, died at 89, and I mean, he played. He was still hitting the ball just fine.
Yeah, today when I was playing, I was probably hitting my drives about 270 on average.
Wow,
And
that's impressive.
I was really surprised with how well I was hitting the ball today. Like, I didn't top a single shot.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah. I ended up shooting a 42 on the back nine.
That's pretty good, though. That's actually, that's really good. That's
for a first round of
long
the year.
Yeah.
And
Is that
for
back
18
nine?
holes, my handicap is around a 10.
Oh, is it really? Oh, man.
So,
Yeah, you're better than I am. No, I usually shoot around like 90-ish.
that's still not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad at all.
I read something that a person who's above average in golfing for playing 18 holes is shooting better than a 105.
So I
Which
guess I'm
sounds
slightly
crazy
above average.
because a 105 sounds pretty bad.
I know. But if you think about it, it's horrible. Oh man, we got a few minutes. Test 1, 2, 3. Testing. Test 1, 2, 3. Good to go. Sweet.
Can you hear yourself?
Test. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm perfect. Good deal. Yeah, cool. Then I suppose national anthem, and then I'll come on and
Yeah, we can do that.
I'll give props to auto select a couple times and say a few things. And Coach Sads, I think it is. Yeah.
You don't see Joey then, though,
I didn't see Joey Weinberg though. No.
he's probably
Boy, what a great day. Does JV have a game today?
practice.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
If they got especially if they got a game.
Yeah, then they're practicing. I'm assuming Gavin Murray must be playing JV, huh?
Is he
Yeah, I think so.
kind of took off weight last year, so I figured he might be more hurt.
What was the pitching matchup?
So we've got Asher Jordan for Pacelli against Dylan Baker. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep track of the pitch count.
Oh, are you? Okay. That's the one thing I could not do. I had started in one of the games. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be like. I mean, it's doable, I suppose, if you're only doing stats, but I found myself like looking at the book more. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta call the game.
Oh shoot, they're playing. But if after the first time they go through the batting order and you like say like how they did in their last at bat, I might put in like they're 0 for 1 or they're 1 for 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I usually try to kind of do that at the second and third at bats. Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to try to provide like the graphic for the people who are
Oh yeah.
curious.
Yeah, no, that's great.
And I think it highlights the players better too.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That's awesome. All right, we are out here at Buchel Park here in Stevens Point here where the Pacelli Cardinals will be hosting Adams Friendship here in a non-conference game here. Adams Friendship comes out of here in the South Central Conference. They come in with an overall record of 2-3. They are head coached by Matt Blakely. Our Auto Select Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. Now we are getting our starting lineups here for Adams Friendship.
At third base, number 4, JJM. The shortstop, number 15,
Ian Cole batting here in the 5th spot at short.
In right field, number 10, Crispin Landon.
Crispin Landon here, the right fielder.
In center field, number 11, Cale Gatterman.
Cale Gatterman in the 7th spot, playing center field.
Number 16, Danny Matson.
Danny Matson in left.
And behind the plate, number 9, Cody Ratz.
And Cody Ratz, the catcher here tonight for Adams Friendship. Again, here on our Auto Select pregame show, which is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go.
In center field, number 3, Peyton Fleet.
Peyton Flees batting in the 2 spot out in center field.
7,
Asher Jordan pitching tonight here.
second base, number 10, Lucas Hammerly.
Number 10, second baseman, junior Lucas Hammerly.
Number 18, Bryce Flaker.
Bryce Flaker hitting tonight in the 5-hole out in right field, freshman.
Number 8, Kelton.
Junior Kelt Knopper at first.
The third baseman, number 12, Sully Schober.
Freshman Sully Schober playing the hot corner over there at third.
Plate number 9, Nate Hammerly.
Sophomore Nate Hammerly doing the catching tonight for the Cardinals.
Today, number 20, Nolan Wojcik.
And designated hitter Nolan Wojcik in the number 9 spot for the Cardinals, the senior left-hander. So we will get underway here with our national anthem. We'll be back here for our first pitch.
Jeff Sadler and Joey Weinberg.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza!
Pizza, hand-style pizza.
I love it!
Cheese sauce, toppings and spices.
You'll love it too!
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Always here, we are out at Buchel Park in Stevens Point. I'm Brandon Barincott here on today's call with Zaleski Sports with Brendan Retzloff here. You might know him from the Pacelli girls softball games. He is on the call for all of those. Young man does a really nice job there. We've heard him on a number of Pacelli girls basketball games. Kind of a do-everything kind of guy. So we are ready here to kick things off between the Central Wisconsin South Conference Pacelli Cardinals, who come in here with an overall record of 2-1. 1-1 in the conference. They had the 3 games last week. Pretty busy week this week for the Cardinals. Obviously today, Adams Friendship. They will play again Thursday at Ullman Bancroft. Friday they will have a home game back here against Port Edwards. And then they will play a doubleheader over in Green Bay, Notre Dame. So a pretty busy week of baseball. And as we talked about in the Auto Select pregame show, both teams coming in here. Pacelli, we said, has a 2-1 overall record. Adams Friendship with a 2-3 overall record, playing in that South Central Conference is Adams Friendship. Conference teams, Mauston, Watoma, Wisconsin Dells, Westfield, just to name the schools conference. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. Want to also give thanks here to our game day sponsors, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Point Insurance, and Premier Auto. So Asher Jordan out on the hill for the Cardinals here. He will face off against the number one hitter on the team here is Lincoln Smith, the designated hitter. And pitching today will be Dylan Baker. So Lincoln Smith, the right-hander here, number 3 for the Adams Friendship to start things off against senior Asher Jordan. Of course, Asher out here exactly 1 week ago where he pitched that no-hitter against Penguins of Tri-County. So I'm sure Asher looking for some big things is senior Asher Jordan here. Certainly we've seen him hit, but young man can bring it as well on the bump. So we are underway here. Jordan's first offering here to Smith. That is hit in the air. That should be playable for first baseman Kel Knopper, who retires Lincoln Smith on one pitch. So Jordan with a one pitch, one out.
Second baseman, number 5, Calvin Sykes.
And now we'll bring up Calvin Sykes here, the second baseman, number 5 for Adams Friendship. Jordan's first offering is fouled. Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So Jordan set. Off-speed misses in. Count now at 1-1 here to Calvin Sykes. Hit in the number 2 spot for Adams Friendship. Ball might have missed just a bit high, so count now goes here to 2-1. Cody Hendrickson in the on-deck circle for Adams Friendship. Jordan's offering misses low. So good day for baseball here, no doubt about it. Couldn't really ask for a much better day on an April day like today. So ball 4, Calvin Sykes will reach on the base on ball here for Adams Friendship. Lead runner on now. And that might have been a strike. I beg your pardon, my apologies. And a swing and a miss. So Sykes down on strikes.
First baseman, Cody Hendrickson.
Good thing I have an eraser here on this pencil for my stat book here. So second out here for Adams Friendship. Jordan with that strikeout here. Cody Hendrickson here, the first baseman for Adams Friendship. Jordan's offering misses in and up, it looks like. Out now at 1-0. So Jordan falls slightly behind here, 2-0 to Hendrickson. And Jordan misses just in, it looks like. So the count now goes to 3-0 here to first baseman Cody Hendrickson. Jordan's offering catches the outside corner, strike one here. 3-1 hitters count for Cody Hendrickson for Adams Friendship. Nobody on base here, early goings. And that ball lifted into center. Fleas calling for it, and that will be out number 3. So Hendrickson retired, 3 up, 3 down. We will move here to the bottom half of the first. You are listening to and watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, we are back out here, out at Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point here, where the Cardinals sat here to hit here in their bottom half of inning number 1. I believe that is Dylan Baker out on the hill for Adams Friendship, number 24, the right-hander. And he will see junior Melise Badoon. Of course, Melise had that walk-off game-winning 2 RBI hit on Friday night to win things for the Pacelli Cardinals here. You hopefully saw that here on Zaleski Sports. Badoon, their leadoff hitter. I know he pitched that game as well. The young man has certainly played some very good baseball, and he's really been playing at a high level really since his freshman year. I mean, he came in here as a freshman and was pretty stellar, I would say, and certainly continues to evolve into a very solid baseball player here for the Cardinals. So Badoon to lead things off here. Junior Melise Badoon. He'll be followed by Peyton Fleas and Asher Jordan hitting in the 3 spot here today for the Cardinals. So again, Badoon with that game winner walk-off on Friday night here when Lakeland was visiting here, Buchholz Park. Baker's first offering off speed misses. The count now goes to 1-0 here to Melise Badoon. Baker working out of the stretch here for Adams Friendship. Ball misses outside. Count quickly 2-0 here to junior Melise Badoon. And a called strike. Caught the outside corner, did Baker. So, but Badoon now 2-1 count here from Baker working out of the stretch for Adams Friendship. And that ball lifted out of play. That will be a souvenir here for someone just beyond the first base bleachers here. Just outside of the reach of the fenced-in area here. Baker comes set. Swung on and driven to left. Playable, and that will be out number 1. So Badoon flies out to the left fielder for out number 1 for the Cardinals. Feltz Dairy, the culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Feltz's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Feltz's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. So Peyton Fleas here. Fleas with a sharp hit. Base hit for Peyton Fleas right out of the gates. Pitch number 1, so that is Fleas out into the past the outstretched arms of the Adams Friendship shortstop. So he represents the lead runner here for Pacelli. Asher Jordan hitting now in the 3 spot for the Cardinals, the right-hander. Baker set. This is low and away. And Brendan tells me the pitch count for Mr. Jordan in the last half inning was 12. Good information, no doubt. Baseball is one of those games, lots of stats. There's a stat for just about everything, and I think that is definitely good information to be aware of. And certainly, Jordan slaps it foul down the third base line. Count now moves 2-1. Jordan takes a sign here from Coach Wayne Sankey. Wayne coaching a long time. And Badoon is going to reach on a stolen base here, so he will represent the first run in scoring position here for the Cardinals. Jordan hitters count here, 3-1. And Baker's offering hits Jordan. Asher Jordan hit by pitch, so 2 runners on here. That will bring up the speedy Lucas Hammerly, the second baseman. We saw him a little bit Friday night throwing as well as pitcher. He had a pretty nice outing in the relief that he provided there for the Cardinals, as did we saw Andrew Van Order, and of course Melise Badoon started that game. Jordan here to be relieved by Nick Grivach, the pinch runner. Nick Grivach, senior number 6, Nick Grivach. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. So Dylan Baker works out of the stretch here. 2 runners on here for the Cardinals. Ball misses out. He only takes first pitch ball. So Flees over on second with the lead. Nick Grivach over on first. Both with decent leads, we'll say. Off-speed pitch just missed outside, it looks like. So count now 2-0 on junior Lucas Hammerly. Baker set to deliver, and the offering is high and just away. So count now goes 2-3-0 to Lucas. Of course, we saw him last week with a few hits, certainly some timely hitting at that. Had that double early in the game on Friday night here at Buchholz. And a first pitch strike here, or first strike here. So count now 3-1 on Lucas. Baker's delivery is going to be ball 4, so that will load the bases here for Bryce Flaker here. Freshman Bryce Flaker.
Number 18, Bryce Flaker.
So nobody out here for, beg your pardon, 1 out. 1 out, bases loaded here. Freshman Bryce Flaker. Ball gets behind him, and that should score the first run of the game, and it does. So Flees will score on the wild pitch. Nick Grivach will advance to third, and Lucas Hammerly advances on over to second on the wild pitch. And Flaker with a 1-0 count. Runners here in scoring position. The 1 out here for Chelly, looking to add to that. And that is, again, freshman right fielder Bryce Flaker. Baker out of the stretch here in the offering. As a called strike. So count now moves to 1-1 here on Bryce Flaker. Kelton Hopper in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. And that is a called strike 2. So Flaker behind in the count here, 1-2, couple runners on. Looking to battle out of this is Bryce. That pitch missed inside, so count now even at 2. 2-2 here to Bryce. Baker working out of that stretch here for Adams Friendship. Off-speed pitch. Might have caught him, I think. Might have caught him on the helmet, so Flaker will get the base on ball by way of the hit by pitch. And that brings up junior left-hander Kel Knopper here, hitting today in the number 6 spot, playing first base for the Cardinals. Saw him last week pitching against Pittsville on Thursday night here at Buchholz. Bases loaded situation here for Mr. Hopper. First pitch, little in and away, rather in and down, I should say. Hopper trying to open things up here. And a first strike here, so count goes to 1-1 to junior Kelton Hopper. Hopper puts it into play. That's going to be grounded. That's going to be a tough play. And Hopper will reach, and a run will score. That was a tough play. I'm calling it a hit, folks. That plate's another run here. So Cardinals early advantage here, 2-0 here. Bases remain loaded here now with freshman third baseman Sully Schober. Off-speed operating just a bit up by Baker. So the one out here. Schober trying to add to it here. Baker's offering is that swung on and hit to right. That should tag a run here. That should score a run by way of a sac fly, and that does. So Schober with the RBI sac fly.
The catcher, number 9, Nate Hammerly.
2 outs now here for sophomore Nate Hammerly. So runners at first and second for Hammerly. Nate, the younger brother of Lucas, doing the catching here tonight. Looking to maybe get another runner or two across here is Nate. And that pitch misses, so now count goes to 2-0 to Nate Hammerly, the sophomore catcher, hitting here today in the number 8 spot for the Cardinals. Baker set to deliver, and the pitch misses upstairs a bit here, so 3-0 is our count. 2 outs, 2 on here for the Cardinals. And Hammerly takes ball 4, so that will load the bases here for designated hitter Nolan Wojcik. Shuda Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. Shuda Funeral Home of Stevens Point and Plover. So Grant Hinker on here as the pinch runner here for catcher Nate Hammerly. So bases loaded here. Nolan Wojcik here in the 9th spot. Lifts it up high. Let's see this. That will be fielded by the shortstop, so that will be out number 3. Chelly will get 3 runs in their bottom half here of inning number 1. We move to the 2nd here, where you are watching and listening to high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
3 runs on 2 hits for the Cardinals.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip.
I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
All right, we are back here out at Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point. Asher Jordan on the hill for inning number 2 for the Cardinals. He will face J.J. Ems here, hitting the number 4 spot as the third baseman, number 4, and hitting fourth, J.J. Ems. So Jordan's first offering grounded to third here. Schober with a beat on it, and that is a one pitch, one out, the 5-3 here. So very efficient. One out here for the Cardinals. Ian Cole here hitting today in the number 5 spot for Adams Friendship. That ball is lifted foul, and Opper going to have it for out number 2. A nice job, Kel Opper. That ball just in foul territory in the first base side there. So Ian Cole flies out here to first. That will bring up Crispin Landon, the right fielder. First pitch is called strike to Landon. And the off speed just in and up. Rock and Roll Cafe. Treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. So 2-1 count here to now Crispin Landon, the right fielder. Jordan missed in on that one. May have went behind Landon, perhaps. Count now 3-1 to Crispin. And a called strike, so that is strike 2 now. Jordan has battled back to a full count here for the Cardinal. And a strike 3 swinging, so that will be out number 3 here. No runs, no hits, no errors. We will move here to the bottom half of the second. Chelly will have up top of the order with Melise Badoon. You are watching and listening to high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
The work that you put in is the work you're going to get out. It starts in the weight room, focusing on those fundamentals, whether it's throwing form, hitting form, running form. So that way when you come to the game, you're not really thinking about them. In my sessions with Carter at WPI, I kind of learned how to be very strong and very flexible at the same time. High pressure situations, the world's pushing down on you and you're trying to push back. Don't let the moment get too big.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
All right, we are back out here at Buchholz Park, top half of inning number 2. Melise Badoon to lead things off here for the Cardinals. Melise flew out to left field his first at-bat in inning number 1. Now Dylan Baker out on the hill again here for Adams Friendship. Misses on his first offering to Melise, so count now 1-0. And a swing and a miss, Badoon. Off-speed pitch by Dylan Baker there. Baker working out of the stretch here in inning number 2. Off-speed high and in. Count now goes 2-1 to Melise Badoon. And a swing and a miss, so strike 2. So Baker even things up here 2-2 to junior Melise Badoon, playing shortstop today here for the Cardinals. Typically where you see him just about every game, unless he's pitching for this team, certainly. So Badoon lifts it into center, and that will be out number 1 here. So Melise flies out to center field. And that will bring up center fielder Peyton Flees. Hitting here in the 2 spot is number 3, Peyton Flees. He had that first hit of the game here, did Flees in inning number 1. Rocket between short and second. So Flees looks at strike number 1 here, the off-speed pitch by Dylan Baker. 0-1 the count here to senior Peyton Flees. Off speed misses in and up. Asher Jordan, senior, over in the on-deck circle here for the Cardinals. Dylan Baker continuing to work out of the stretch here for Adams Friendship. That ball looks to be a fair ball, and he's going to be safe, so Peyton Flees will reach. He was hustling that out. So Rocky Rococo's pan-style pizza and pasta is a Stevens Point favorite for dine-in, takeout, or delivery, always supporting local and always an easy and affordable choice for your next family night out, fast food on the go, or even your next catering for a party or work function. Enjoy Rocky Rococo's in Stevens Point. So Jordan here, lead runner on here for the Cardinals, and Peyton Flees with that hit, his second of the game here. They all look the same in the stat book, whether they go 20 feet or 380 feet. Flees going to be in with the stolen base for Peyton Flees. So 1 out here for the Cardinals. Peyton Flees represents lead runner on here for Pacelli. Baker out of the stretch here. Jordan here on the 1-0 count. Ball misses in. Pass ball, and that will advance Peyton Flees to third. Asher Jordan with a 2-0 count now. Lucas Hammerly in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Baker set to deliver, and his pitch called strike. 2-1 now, count to senior Asher Jordan. Ball misses in, so Asher works ahead in the count 3-1 with a runner on third here for him and senior Peyton Flees. Eagerly wanting to get home, I'm sure. Ball hit hard down the third base line. That should be extra bases. Flees will score. Jordan with a stand-up double here for the Cardinals. RBI double will bring Peyton Flees in. That pushes the score here 4-0 here. Pacelli with the early advantage. Hit sharply down the third base line. Lucas Hammerly now. Jordan will get the pinch runner. I believe that is Nick Grivach pinch running here for the Cardinals on second. And Lucas Hammerly here, the second baseman, lefty, trying to get something going here for Chelly here. Bottom two here. Ball up a little bit. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. So Baker set to deliver his pitch, misses up. Count now 2-0 to Lucas Hammerly. Hammerly walked his last at-bat here for the Cardinals in inning number 1. Bryce Flaker in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Baker delivers, and his pitch out of the reach of the Adams Friendship catcher here. So Jordan will reach. Beg your pardon, Nick Grivach will reach. Pinch runner Nick Grivach on third base. 3-0 count here to Lucas Hammerly. Off-speed pitch. Misses. So Hammerly will move to first on the base on ball. And that will bring up the Big Show Bryce Flaker here hitting the number 5 spot. Big Show theme from WWE, walk-up music. Runners at the corners now for the Cardinals, 1 out. Flaker. That ball misses up. The count now goes to 1-0 to freshman Bryce Flaker. Grivach over at third and Hammerly over at first. Ball hit sharply down the third base line here. That will be a foul ball. Moves the count here now to 1-1. Next step, prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. So Baker set to deliver here out of the stretch. Flaker lifts that one foul. That's going to be just past the bleachers behind the on the first base side here. So the count now 1-2 to Bryce Flaker. Runners at the corner here. Baker's offering fouled. No, I thought maybe he got a piece, but I guess he did not. So that will be out number 2 here. So Flaker down on strikes. And that brings up Kelton Opper here. Kelton with a base hit, his first at-bat in inning number 1. And he looks at strike 1 here for the Cardinals. Charlie here with a 4-0 advantage. Kelton rips it into the right center gap. That will play to run, and that will advance Hammerly over to third. They're going to send him home. Hammerly coming home. There's going to be a play at the plate, and Hammerly slides in, scores. So Hammerly, 2-run score. As Grivach and Hammerly both score on that play. Kelton with his second hit of the game here for the Cardinals today.
Third baseman, number 12.
Sharply hit ball by junior Kelton Opper. 2 hits on the day for Kelton, if my stat math is correct. Many times it is, but I might miss one here or there. And if I can be 98% accurate, that's pretty solid, I would say. So Opper represented out at second base here. Schober swings at the first offering. Sully Schober had the sac fly here in inning number 1 that played it a run for the Cardinals. So Baker delivers, and the pitch is going to miss. Catcher might have lost it for a moment. That will advance Opper down to third. And that puts Schober here with a 1-1 count. Jelly 3 runs here this half inning and 3 runs their half of inning number 1. Score 6-0 here. Farner Asphalt want to make excellent seasonal money in a short window of time this spring, summer, and fall. Joining Farner Asphalt, your locally owned leader in pavement contracting. Farner is the industry leader in quality service and, most importantly, safety. Take advantage of these excellent seasonal wages and apply today at farnerasphalt.com. So Schober, they called strike 2 here. Pushes the count here to 1-2. The 2 outs here. And Kelton Opper 90 feet away, looking to hopefully try to score for the Cardinals. And that will be a wild pitch. Opper in. Wild pitch or pass ball. I'm not 100%. That was a strikeout, and yep, I got ahead of myself. So that will end inning number 2. Cardinals come up with 3 runs in the second here. We move to inning number 3. You're watching and listening to high school boys baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work. Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
And we are back here at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. Cale Gatterman flew out to Bryce Flaker and right. Good play by Flaker to retire Gatterman for out number 1 in inning number 3 here. And that is Danny Matson who steps up here, the left-hander hitting in the number 8 spot here, playing left field. Danny Matson. Jordan's offering. This is a little bit low here, so count now goes to 2-0 on Danny Matson. His first at bat here in inning number 3 for Adams Friendship. And a called strike to Matson from Jordan. Jordan had a very efficient, and I never like to jinx anyone, but just the 20 pitches through the first 2 innings. Ball lifted. That will be out of play here for Matson. The count will go even now to 2-2. Cody Ratz in the on-deck circle, the catcher for Adams Friendship. And Jordan set to deliver. And the pitch, a little bit off the corner, it looks like. Count moves to full now. To left-hander Danny Manson. Ball's going to be lifted out of play here again. That will stay foul. Count will remain 2-2. So Matson hanging around here. Senior right-hander Asher Jordan. And Jordan's pitch. A called strike 3. For out number 1 here in this third inning. So Jordan now with 3 strikeouts here for the Cardinals early on. And catcher Cody Ratz here in the 9th spot here for Adams Friendship. His first at-bat here for today. That ball hit sharply to third base. It's going to be a long play for Sully Schober. And he makes the play. What a beautiful play by Sully Schober, the 5-3. So 3 up, 3 down here. No hits, no runs, no errors. We move to the bottom half of inning number 3. Pacelli up 6-0. You are listening to and watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer including disability and veterans.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
All right, we are back here at Buchholz Park here. We are ready to begin bottom half of inning number 3. SC Swiderski and SCS Apartment or Home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. So Jordan, 29 pitches through 3 innings thrown for the senior right-hander. And Nate Hammerly, the left-hander, the catcher here, takes strike 1 here. The off-speed pitch by Dylan Baker, who's hovering around 60 pitches right now, working here in the 3rd. And Hammerly takes low. Count here goes to 1-1 here on sophomore catcher Nate Hammerly. So Hammerly walked his first at-bat back in inning number 1. Count now 2-1 on Nate Hammerly. And the off-speed offering up high from Baker, so count now moves to 3-1. Hitter's count here for Nate. And a called strike. Nate's certainly a fine young man. He gracious enough to do a little dog watching at our house over the spring break period. Did a fine job too, Nate did. And he's going to get a base hit. So Nate Hammerly with a great hit. Great at bat here for Nate Hammerly. So Hammerly reaches. Had the walk in the first inning and single here in this 3rd inning. And he will be relieved. Pinch runner here looks to be, I believe that is Grant Hinker hustling out there as the pinch runner. And designated hitter Nolan Wojcik steps up here. Nolan flew out to short his first at-bat in inning number 1. So Nolan with a 1-0 count here. So Hinker with the lead down at first. Baker looking back. Working out of the stretch here for Adams Friendship. The pitch. And that moves the count now to 2-0 here to designated hitter Nolan Wojcik. Point Brewing. The Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point Gourmet sodas. Handcrafted in small batches, each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment. From tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer, every bottle is in the house. So we are going to get a new pitcher, it looks like here. And we will take a brief pause. You are watching and listening to high school baseball here, Pacelli Baseball on Zaleski Sports, back here in a moment.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza.
Pizza, hands down pizza.
I love it.
Cheese sauce, toppings and spices.
You'll love it too.
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Rocky Rococo.
All right, we are back here on Zaleski Sports. Nolan Wojcik here. Resume the at-bat here. Pitching change for Adams Friendship. Baker exited. Gave up the 6 hits and the 6 runs for Adams Friendship. So he gives way for Miles Nowrot, I believe, is the right-hander for Adams Friendship here. And a called strike. Count now goes to 3-1 to designated hitter Nolan Wojcik. Lead runner Grant Hinker out at first with a lead. And a called strike. So count now goes to full-on senior left-handed designated hitter Nolan Wojcik here. That ball lifted. That is going to... It's going to be bobbled by the third baseman, and he's going to be safe at second. So the E5, so Wojcik will reach on the E5. And Grant Hinker will advance over to second. And that takes us here to the top of the order in Melise Badoon, the shortstop. 0 for 2 on the day here. Flew out to left his first at-bat and flew out to center his first at-bat. Couple runners on here for the Cardinals. Pitch misses outside here. Nobody out here. Cardinals looking to add to that stash of runs they have thus far. Ball drilled out of play. Hopefully you have your helmets on over there, because that was hit rather sharply. Right into the roof structure of the Buchholz Park concessions here. So Badoons takes in here. Count now goes to 2-1. Of course, we talked about a little earlier in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame. Elise Badoon had the walk-off winner on Friday night here in dramatic fashion out at Buchholz Park against Lakeland Union. Badoon takes, and the runners will now advance. Grant Hinker will advance, that is. Wojcik will stay at first. Hitters count here now to Elise Badoon. The outside, going to be a stolen base for Nolan Wojcik, the speedy Nolan Wojcik as well. Another one of those cross-country runners that we talked about. Of course, we talked about Lucas Hammerley last week, but Nolan's certainly speedy on the base paths as well. Get those guys on base. They have some wheels, no doubt. So this ball lifted, going to get out of play here, and that will push the count here now to full here. Runners at second and third. Grant Tinker out at third. Nolan Wojcik out at second. Nobody out here for the Cardinals. Badoon trying to inflict some more damage here. Trying to get one or both of those runners across here for Cardinals. That pitch going to be just out of the reach. That will keep the count here full. Catcher made a nice play on it. Unable to come up with it. The count will remain full here. Point Heating. Point Heating and Cooling in Stevens Point and Plover with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Point Heating and Cooling or visit pointheating.com. So Badoon with a full count here. Runners at second and third for the Cardinals. And the offering swung and missed and held on to for out number one. So Badoon goes down swinging for the first out here in the bottom half of inning number 3. Peyton Flees up here with a couple runners on. Flees 2 for 2 on the day here with a couple stolen bases. Looking to add to that collection here right now. Flees lifts it into center. That might be trouble. That's going to be a really good play out by the shortstop out there to retire Flees. That was kind of in that, we'll say, no person's land. It was kind of continued to carry a little bit, even though we don't have a whole lot in terms of wind today. That ball was a tough play, but it was made nonetheless. So 2 outs now. Asher Jordan. Jordan with a base hit and a hit by pitch here today thus far. And Jordan looks at strike 1 here. So I had that single back in inning number 2 and had the walk by way of being hit by a pitch in inning number 1. And a called strike 2. Caught the corner. So 0-2 the count now. Runners here in scoring position, second and third. Hinker and Wojcik. And Jordan lifts it into center, hit pretty sharp. But that will be, play will be made by the center fielder. So that will retire Jordan. And that will be the end of 3 complete here out at Buchholz Park. You are watching and listening to high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always serve quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Church Street.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
All right, we are back here out at Buchholz Park, where Asher Jordan here set to face the top of the Adams Friendship order with Lincoln Smith, Calvin Cease, and Cody Hendrickson. Jordan, through 3 innings, has 29 pitches, so working very efficiently as senior Asher Jordan. He has the top of the order here for Green Devils here of Adams Friendship. Give a shout out here to our birthday boy Zach Yeide here. He is doing the scorekeeping here for Pacelli. Nice job, Zach. Of course, many of you probably know Zach from the Pacelli Hardwood, the basketball team. Honorable mention all conference junior Zach Yeide here on his birthday. And a swing and a miss. So Lincoln Smith, now the 1-1 count here. And Jordan's fastball misses on the outside corner, 2. They call that a strike, I think, perhaps. Caught the corner. That ball hit sharply. That will be a foul ball. Count 1-2. Had that LASIK eye surgery about 16 years ago, and it's starting to wear off, you might say. Still going pretty strong, but Father Time sure has his way with things once in a while, but nevertheless, that ball fouled back into the backstop here. Count remains 1-2 on leadoff hitter Lincoln Smith, who is doing the DHing here tonight for Adams Friendship. Jordan's off speed. This is just a bit inside. It looks like maybe up a bit. 2-2 the count now. Count is even at 2. That ball put in play. That's going to be a base hit for Lincoln Smith. So he will reach. Flew out to first his first at-bat, but he will reach the base hit for Lincoln Smith. Hit exactly where he needed to be. It's a textbook, we'll say even. Home Furniture. Turn your house into a home and shop Home Furniture. Home Furniture on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. And Jordan with a wild pitch. That's going to get back to the backstop, and that will advance Lincoln Smith over to second. Calvin Cease here, the second baseman for the Green Devils here of Adams Friendship. Lead runner on second now. Jordan working out of the stretch here for the Cardinals. Cody Hendrickson in the on-deck circle here. And that ball is batted into the backstop. Foul count goes now to 1-1 on Calvin Cease here. And Hendrickson hustling for that foul ball, the on-deck hitter. Good to see. Coaches like to see that. Keeps a game going. Always moving in baseball. That ball belted deep. That's going to drift out of play here, and that will move the count here now to 1-2. Ball, bag, or backup. I think a wise coach once said, if you're not making a play on the ball, then you're at a bag, and if you're not at a bag, you're backing somebody up. The 3 B's of baseball. Never forget that. In any event, Jordan's offering off speed a little bit in, so count now even at 2 here to Calvin Cease here. He struck out his first at-bat in inning number 1. Jordan looking into his catcher, Nate Hammerly, and that ball misses low, so count goes now to full. Lead runner on second there for Adams Friendship. And Jordan pitching very, very well today. Pitching out of the stretch. And that misses low, so that will be ball 4. So Calvin will reach on a base on ball. And that brings up Cody Hendrickson. He flew out to center field his first at-bat in inning number 1. Looking down to Coach Matt Blakely for some signs. I believe that's head coach Matt Blakely. And the off-speed pitch going to hit Hendrickson, so he will advance and will load the bases here. We will get a mound visit from Coach Sads here. Egg Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Contact Egg Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Being that it's a mound visit, we'll stay right here with you. So Jordan looking to try to get back into his groove here. He has not given up, well, beg your pardon, he's given up the 1 hit thus far, but pitching very, very well is Asher Jordan. Sometimes you just need a brief pause, maybe a couple words of encouragement from Coach Sads there. He's ready to go here. Bases loaded. There are no outs here. The top half of inning number 4. Jordan to work out of the stretch for the Cardinals. And his first offering is a ball high and in. So count now 1-0 on JJMs. He grounded to third in his first at-bat of the game in inning number 2 for Adams Friendship. Ball misses low. Actually, no, that is a called strike. Tell you that LASIK, I'm telling you folks, maybe I do need to get my eyes re-examined. About due, I think. No count is at, now it's 2-1. Probably why I don't umpire, because I probably, the eyes, that ball in now. So count goes to 2-2 here. JJMs. Jordan trying to work his way out of this. We'll call it a jam. Count now goes to full. Nowhere to put him, so Jordan hoping to either induce a double play perhaps. That would be a timely spot for it, no doubt. That ball lifted foul. That's going to go out of play. That will keep the count here at full. And JJMs will get another shot here. Maida, when it comes to customized apparel or your local sports team apparel, turn to Maida on Stevens Point. From corporate outings to outfit your club or sports team, Maida has all you could need. And Jordan misses for ball 4 here, so that will walk a runner in here, and that is Lincoln Smith, who will score the first run of the game. So Ems reaches on the walk. Bases loaded now. Ian Cole here steps up, hit in the 5 spot. He flew out to the first baseman, Kelvin Opper, in foul territory his last at-bat, and that was in inning number 2. So Jordan pitching pretty well here. The 1 hit thus far, trying to get himself out of this inning number 4, however. And Jordan misses with ball 2 here to Ian Cole. Bases are loaded, nowhere to put anyone at this point. 3 here to shortstop number 15, Ian Cole. And a called strike. So Jordan here, 3-1 count. Ian Cole here. Jordan delivery. And that will be ball number 4. So that will bring up Crispin Landon here. The right fielder, he struck out his last at-bat, inning number 2. Crispin did. A mound visit here. So bases are loaded here for Adams Friendship. Score now goes 6-2. Jordan trying to work himself out of this jam here in inning number 4. Works out of the stretch here. Landon looks like he checked his swing, and he did, so count now 1-0. That ball misses in. 2-0 the count now. And a swing and a miss. So Landon swings through. 2-1 the count now. Hoff Favor Real Estate. Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate Group are your local Stevens Point realtors. That's Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate. So a 3-1 count now here to Crispin Landon. And a swing and a miss. So Jordan coming with the heat here. Bases are loaded. Hendrickson down at third. M's over at second. And a swing and a miss. So Landon strikes out swinging for out number 1 here. And center fielder Cale Gatterman steps up here. He's 0 for 1 on the day here. He flew out to right his first at-bat in inning number 3 for Adams Friendship. 6-2 our score. And a called strike. Pitching, one of those things where it kind of can be a little bit rhythmic. Once you find that rhythm, it's nice. Sometimes when you get out of that rhythm, it can be tough. Ball belted into left. Should be a play out here, and that will be caught. And Hendrickson will tag up for the 3rd run here for Adams Friendship. And 2 outs here. And Danny Matson steps up here. He struck out looking his first at-bat over in inning number 3. The left fielder, Danny Matson. Jordan trying to get out of this here. That ball hit sharply to second. Hammerly with a play, and that will be fielded by Lucas Hammerly to 4-3 for out number 3 here to retire Danny Matson. Adams Friendship does come up with 3 runs here in the top half of inning number 4. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning here. 6-3 our score here. You are watching and listening to high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
All right, we are back out here at Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point. We are in the bottom half of inning number 4. Lucas Hammerly to lead things off here for the Cardinals, the second baseman. Has a pair of walks today for the Cardinals. Strike one here to Lucas Hammerly. And a called strike two to Lucas. Well, quickly our count is 0-2 here. Junior Lucas Hammerly, again, pair of walks here on the day. Ball fouled out of into the backstop here. Count remains 0-2. Bryce Flaker, the on-deck hitter for the Cardinals. That ball poked down the third base line. It's going to get foul, so the count remains 0-2 on Lucas Hammerly. A pair of Adams Friendship players converging on that to no avail. So count again remains 0-2 now to left-handed hitting Lucas Hammerly. And Hammerly takes a ball here. So the count now goes to 1-2. Ball belted into left field. That should be extra bases with Lucas's speed, and it will be. So Lucas Hammerly with a stand-up double here in bottom half of inning number 4. And Bryce Flaker walking up to the John Cena theme song. I sense a theme with Bryce here. He tends to have a lot of WWE walk-up theme songs. Nevertheless, freshman Bryce Flaker here. And that is hit by pitch, so that is a second hit by pitch to Mr. Flaker today. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning as well. We know he's a football player, so he's been tackled and hit several times. I don't doubt that he probably might feel it a little bit in the morning, but he'll bounce back. So Kel Knopper here. Couple of hits today for junior Kel Knopper. Knopper, the first baseman, lefty. Pitch misses down and away. Now 2-0. Runners at first and second here, so Hammerly at second. Flaker over at first. Nobody out here for the Cardinals, looking to try to add a few more runs to that run total thus far. And a strike called to Kel Knopper. Count now goes to 2-1. Ball hit sharply near the hole. There's gonna be a play at second, and they will get the out at second. So the fielder's choice. So Opper reaches on fielder's choice. One. So Sully Schober steps up here. Had the sac fly in inning number 1. He struck out in the second, and third at bat here with just the 1 out. Runners at the corner for the Cardinals. And a called strike. So 1-1 the count now here to freshman number 12, third baseman Sully Schober. Schober lifts it into the gap. Will there be a play on it? There will not be. That will be extra bases. That will score. We'll see if they send Kopp. They do not send Kel Knopper, but that will play to run. So the RBI double for Sully Schober. Ball hit very well by the freshman. Nice job, Sully Schober. So Hopper at third, Schober at second, 1 out. 7-3 here, our score here in inning number bottom half of the 4th. Nate Hammerley up now. He had a single his last at-bat in inning number 3. Walked his first at-bat in inning number 1. Hammerley takes a swing and a miss. Might have taken something off of that one, perhaps. Pulled the string, as they say. Off-speed pitch misses high and up. Count now goes to 2-1 on sophomore catching Nate Hammerley. Jelly with the 8 hits today. Ball lifted into center. There will be a play on it. And that will be a sac fly for Nate Hammerley, getting the job done to drive Kel Knopper home. So Nolan Wojciech steps up here. So Hammerley with a sac fly RBI there. Plated Kelton Hopper. 2 outs here. Wojciech. Count goes to 1-1 on designated hitting Nolan Wojciech. Flew to short his first at-bat and reached on an E5 in his second at-bat in inning number 3 here, and his third at-bat here with a 1-1 count. Off-speed pitch. Misses, so 2-1 the count now on Nolan Wojciech. A single runner at second, and Sully Schober. Schober with a pretty decent lead over there at 2. Nearly a great play. That was just out of the reach of the second baseman. A run will score, and that's Sully Schober coming in to score here for the Cardinals. Pretty sharp hit ball, in my opinion. Although I'm not necessarily the official stats person, I'd be inclined to say that's a hit. But that's just me. And I think it is. Wojciech with the RBI to bring Schober home. 2 outs here now, top of the order for Melise Badoon. Flown out to center, flown out to left, and struck out his last at-bat here. Ball misses out. So 2 outs here. Pacelli, couple 3 runs here in this 4th inning. And that ball misses in. So 2-0 the count here on shortstop junior Melise Badoon. Peyton Flees over in the on-deck circle. The throw down to 1, going to be over the first base. And Wojciech, the speedy Wojciech, will get down to second. And the wild errant throw from the pitcher over to first. That puts a runner in scoring position now for Melise Badoon. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So Badoon up here with a 2-0 count here. Again, Badoon 0 for 3 today here. A couple of flyouts and the strikeout. Looking to get something going here with 2 outs here is Badoon. Off-speed pitch. Misses here, so the count now goes 3-0 on Melise Badoon. Speedy Nolan Wojcik over at second. And Badoon with a good at-bat. He will reach on the base on ball here now. And that gives way for senior Peyton Fleece. Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. So Fleas here, couple hits here on the day. Couple stolen bases. He flew out his last at-bat. So Fleas 2 for 3 here on the day for Pacelli. 1-0 count to center fielder Peyton Fleas. Looking to add to that, no doubt. And he belts one into left field. That's going to be extra bases. That should be down. That should score too. Fleas on his way to second here. And he will be in with a stand-up double with a 2 RBI double as Peyton Fleas. 3 hits on the day now for Peyton Fleas. That was an absolute rope. Badoon scores. And Nolan Wojcik scored on that, so a 2 RBI double for Peyton Fleas. 3 hits on the game for Mr. Fleas. Score now 11-3, so that gives way to Asher Jordan here. And that ball misses out. So lead runner on second here in Peyton Fleas. 11-3 our score, bottom half of the 4th. 2 outs here for Pacelli. Ball hit in the hole. That'll be a base hit for Asher Jordan, and that will score Peyton Fleas. So an RBI for Asher Jordan. That's second hit of the game for Asher Jordan. And Fleas with a run scored. So 12-3 our score now. Gives way to second baseman Lucas Hammerly. He had to double his last at-bat in this exact inning, so they are through second at-bat here in inning number 4 for the Cardinals. Ball hit over to second. And that will be a 4-3 out, so that will end number 4 here. We've played 4 complete. Pacelli up 12-3. We head here to the 5th inning. You are watching high school baseball and watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
The work that you put in is the work you're going to get out. It starts in the weight room, focusing on those fundamentals, whether it's throwing form, hitting form, running form. So that way when you come to the game, you're not really thinking about them. In my sessions with Carter at WPI, I kind of learned how to be very strong and very flexible at the same time. High pressure situations, the world's pushing down on you and you're trying to push back. Don't let the moment get too big.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
All right, we are back here at Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point, where we move to the top half of inning number 5. And the Green Devils here will be led off by Cody Ratz, the catcher. He grounded out to third, his first at-bat over in inning number 3 for Adams Friendship. Jordan back out on the hill for the Cardinals. And a called strike to Cody Ratz. So Asher starts things off with a strike. Second offering here to Ratz. Off-speed pitch here. Misses 1-1 as our count here. And Jordan misses a little low. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. So Jordan back out on the bump here for the Cardinals. Count is even now to Cody Ratz. Off speed. Just missed. So the count now goes to full on catcher Cody Ratz. And a swing and a miss. So that's strike one. That's strike one. That's first out of the inning here. Getting ahead of myself. So 1 out, Ratz down on swinging on strikes. Top of the order here in Lincoln Smith. He flew out to first. His first at-bat had the single over in inning number 4. So 1 for 2 for Lincoln Smith today. Jordan, that ball is going to, I believe, let's see, just out of play. Kelton Upper closing fast on that. Fleet Farm, pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof from all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. So the 0-1 count here to Lincoln Smith. Designated hitting Lincoln Smith here. Again, 1 for 2 on the afternoon for Lincoln. Jordan's offering here is a swing and a miss. Took something off of that. Count now goes to 0-2. Doc Jordan found himself in a little bit of a precarious spot the last inning, but he's, don't want to jinx it, but battled back, I would say. Ball lifted into the right. That is going to be caught by Bryce Flaker going back on it for out number 2 here. So freshman Bryce Flaker retires Lincoln Smith here. Calvin Seiss here, second baseman. Struck out his first at-bat in inning number 1 and had the walk in inning number 4 for Adams Friendship. So Seiss fouls the first pitch away here. Wood Street Rentals, no matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done. Offering a wide range of equipment needs and delivery to any job site, look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point. Well, Jordan comes set here, and the pitch is a called strike to Seiss here. So Jordan quickly up in the count, 0-2, 2 outs here. Hammerly sets up a little outside, and a miss just a bit off. So count goes now to 1-2. Seiss walked his last at-bat, struck out his first at-bat in inning number 1. 0 for 1 on the day, swing and a miss. Drop third strike. And that will be out number 3 here. So Seiss retired on the drop third strike. Pacelli able to get out of that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We will move to inning bottom half of the 5th here. You are listening to and watching high school Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
All right, we are back out here on Zaleski Sports out at Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point. Pinch hitting is Nick Grivach here, hitting in the number 5 spot. Or Bryce Flaker here. Saw Nick out on the base paths a few times here, the left-hander, speedy Nick Grivach. And I'm not 100% sure of the walk-up song, but pretty cool nonetheless. So Nick here to lead things off here in bottom half of inning number 5 for the Cardinals. First pitch fouled away into the backstop here. Grant Hinker hustling for that ball. Presumably, well, he's not in the on-deck circle, but he was hustling nonetheless. So, pitch misses out here. Nick Grivach 1-1 the count. Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. 1-1 delivery here to Grivach. Misses low and away here. Count goes 2-1 to Nick Grivach. We look to have perhaps a few pinch hitters here coming in. I believe the on-deck circle is maybe Nathan Reimer. Number 11, junior Nathan Reimer. Grivach 2-2 here in the count. And he slaps one foul down the first base. Line count will remain 2-2 here to senior Nick Grivach. That pitch misses. A little bit in and up, so full count now here to Nick Grivach. The offering swung on and missed, so strike 3. Grivach down on strikes. Out number 1 here for the Cardinals. That will bring up junior number 11, Nathan Reimer. Now, Reimer's first appearance here today for the Cardinals. Pacelli up 12-3 here. Bottom half of inning number 5. Reimer, the right-hander, swing and a miss. Reimer down 0-1. The count now 1-1 here to junior Nathan Reimer. His first plate appearance here today for the Cardinals. Ball misses low and away. 2-1 our count. Stevens Point Orthopedics, proudly providing the Central Wisconsin community with orthopedics, sports medicine, and physical therapy services. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. Reimer here works the count now to 3-1. Hitters count on junior Nathan Reimer looking to reach here for the Cardinals. And a swing and a miss. So down, count goes to full. Good cut there by Nate. May have just been out front perhaps. Count now full. Reimer lifts it out of play. That is going to be on the kind of behind the first base side here. Count will remain full here to Reimer. And Reimer with a walk here for the Cardinals, so he will reach. And Grant Hinker coming up as the pinch hitter for Sully Schober here. So Hinker's first plate appearance today for the Cardinals. So Hinker's first appearance here. Reimer down at first with a moderate lead here for the Cardinals. Hinker fouls it back into the backstop here. Count goes to 0-1. Looks like a Mitchell Grover sighting there, hustling for that foul ball. Big Mitch. A chance to see him some in basketball and certainly over in football. Big Mitch on deck. Hinker with a hit down the line, hit sharply, so that will be a base hit for Grant Hinker.
Number 25, Mitchell Grover.
And I probably need to be better in my walk-up song knowledge, but I don't know this one. But what I do know is Big Mitch here up to the dish here for the Cards. Stands about 6'8", I would say. Imposing force, no doubt. So Mitch, a swing and a miss. So 1 the count here now to Mitch Grover. 1 out here, runners here at first and second. And he's going to be hit by pitch. So Grover will reach on the hit by pitch here. And that will load the bases here. That brings in Jaden Garski here. Saw a little bit of Jaden last week. Had that nice catch out in left field. Freshman Jaden Garski, number 13. His first plate appearance here for the Cardinals. Jaden also one of those multi-sport athletes. We've seen him in cross country. Certainly another one of those kids with some wheels, no doubt. Garski with the bases loaded, just the 1 out here for Pacelli, and he will swing at the first offering. So Reimer over at third. Hinker over second. Big Mitch down at first. Garski down 0-2 in the count. Looking to get something going here is Jaden Garski. That ball just missed, so count now at 1-2. Garski here with a 1-2 count, bases loaded. And a cold third strike, so Garski down on strikes. Route number 2 here for the Cardinals. And that will bring in Luke Sakirka here. Hitting in the number 1 spot, pinch hitter. First plate appearance of the day here for Luke. Bases loaded here. Swing and a miss for Luke. Chase Lyons in the on-deck circle there for the Cardinals. Of course, Chase has done some work here, some with Zaleski. Nice job indeed. We know him from the gridiron, Chase. And a swing and a miss, so that count now 1-2 here on Luke Sakirka. And that will be strike 3 and that will be out number 3. So we will move to the 6th inning here, where the score here now is 12-3. Pacelli up 12-3. You are listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
All right, we are back here on Zaleski Sports. We move into inning number 6 here. Adams Friendship will send up Cody Hendrickson, hitting in the number 3 spot. He flew out center field his first at-bat and was hit by a pitch in his second at-bat in inning number 4. Asher Jordan gives way to Andrew Van Order, VO, the senior. We saw VO last week pitched a really did a nice job last week in relief. I recall he fanned a couple batters, if my memory serves me correct. And certainly another formidable arm out on that Pacelli pitching staff is Andrew Van Order. Of course, Andrew was the quarterback here for the Pacelli football team in the fall. Athletic Andrew Van Order, and heck of a basketball player as well. Another multi-sport athlete here at Pacelli. And he will give way to Asher Jordan. Jordan pitched a pretty solid game today overall, I would say, if my math is correct. And again, many times it is. 76 pitches, I believe, for Jordan. Had just surrendered the 3 runs just on the 1 hit. And had 6 strikeouts, did Asher Jordan. Pitched a really solid game here, did Asher. So Cody Hendrickson to lead things off here for Green Devils here of Adams Friendship. Flew out to center and hit by pitch today. He's 0 for 1, so Hendrickson swings and misses on first offering from VO. Count 0-1 here. Van Order works out of the stretch here for the Cardinals. Hendrickson, the right-hander. Just missed off the inside part of the plate here, so count goes to 1-1 to Cody Hendrickson. Van Order just missed there, so 2-1 the count now. And VO set here to deliver. And the pitch swung and missed. No count now even at 2-2 here to Cody Hendrickson. First hitter today here in this 6th inning for Adams Friendship. And order set to deliver, and a swing and a foul. Count will remain 2-2 here to Hendrickson. Hendricks, the first baseman here for the Green Devils, hitting in the number 3 spot. And we talked about early in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame, Adams Friendship 2-3 on the year. Hendrickson swings and misses, and that will be great play by Nathan Reimer, showing some range there, stretching things out. Nate Hammerly to Nate Reimer, the drop third strike, so that will be out number 1 here. Good play by Nate Reimer, though, to stay with that, to have the wherewithal to stretch and make that play. Nice job, young man, and nice throw by Nate Hammerly as well. So Van Order retires Hendrickson. J.J. M's here, grounded to third his first at-bat in inning number 2 and walked in his second at-bat in inning number 4. He now has a 1-0 count. Van Order pitching for Pacelli. Van Order out of the stretch. Misses a bit inside. 1-1. Beg your pardon. 2-0 is our count here. Ian Cole in the on-deck circle for Adams Friendship. Van Order gets it by him for strike 1 here. Swing and a miss by Ems. So again, Ems grounded out to third his first at-bat, walked his second at-bat. Plate appearance number 3 for Ems. So grounder hit. That's going to be just past the outstretched arms of Sully Schober. We'll call it a hit for Ems. Hit in the hole. And that will bring up Ian Cole, who walked his last at-bat. He flew out to the first baseman his first at-bat. Did Ian, so he is 0 for 1 here on the day for the Green Devils. Van Order works out of the stretch, checking on his runner over there, and Ems. Swing and a miss. Van Order with a fastball away. Here got Cole to chase. Oh, runner at 1 now, 1 out. That ball's hit on the ground to third. Schober not able to make a play on it, so runners will reach. Would have probably been a pretty tough play. So runners at first and second for Adams Friendship now. And Crispin Landon, he has struck out twice today in both plate appearances for Adams Friendship. And Order comes set, swing and a miss by Landon. So M's on second, Cole over at first. 1 out here. Van Order trying to get out of this top half of inning number 6. Ball misses 1-1. Good stop, good block by catcher Nate Hammerly back there to prevent any base runners from advancing. Van Order set from the stretch here. Pitch to Landon, swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count on Crispin Landon, the right fielder, 0 for 2 on the day here for Adams Friendship. And that ball just missed off the inside part of the plate. Count now goes even at 2-2. And ball high, so count now full on Landon here. And VO set. And the pitch is going to hit Crispin Landon. So he will reach on the hit by pitch. No base is now loaded for Cale Gatterman, the center fielder here. He's flew out to right field his first at-bat, inning number 3, and he flew out to left field in his second at-bat in inning number 4. And digs in for plate appearance number 3 here for Adams Friendship. Runners on all bases right now. That's hit. Chance for 2, and they got it. 6-4-3 double play. That will end that half inning. 6-4-3 double play, so that will end. We will move to bottom of the 6th here. You're watching and listening to Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment. Was it just 6-3? Oh, was it?
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza.
Pizza, hands down pizza.
I love it.
Cheese sauce, toppings and spices.
You'll love it too.
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always serve quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
All right, we are back out here at Buchholz Park here on Zaleski Sports. Brandon Barincott on the call here with Brendan Retzloff. And I believe that last double play was a 6-3. I think I may have mentioned 6-4-3, but it was actually a 6-3. Mr. Yaidi corrected me. I got maybe just a wee bit too excited. Sometimes when you see those types of things, your mind goes a little quicker than your mouth goes quicker than your mind, perhaps. But nevertheless, double play ball turned for Pacelli, and that was timely. Andrew Van Order works out of it, pitched a pretty nice inning there for Pacelli. This will send up Chase Lyons here to the plate. His first plate appearance, number 24, Chase Lyons. Of course, those of you know Chase, a force to be reckoned with out on the football field, but also a force here in the Zaleski Sports area as well. Did a lot of basketball here, I know. Now Chase takes ball 1 here for Pacelli. And Lyons here looks at a strike, so 1-1 the count. Now he's seen it. That's Calvin Seiss now on the hill for Adams Friendship. Lyons takes ball 2 here, 2-1 here on Chase. We saw Chase some here last year as well. And Chase showing the good eye there, the good pair of retinas. Mr. Lyons, count goes to 3-1. And that was Hammerly, Lucas Hammerly hustling for that. And that is ball 4, so Chase Lyons will reach on the base on ball here for the Cardinal to lead things off. And that brings up Andrew Van Order, VO, who we saw out on the hill last half inning, pitched pretty solid, was able to induce a double play to end that half inning, and had the strikeout as well. Another formidable arm for the Cardinals, no doubt. First pitch, strike to Van Order. Now Andrew Van Order here sets in number 5, the senior. And a swing and a miss. So VO down here, 0-2 in the count. Nobody out. Chase Lyons over at first. Seiss looks him back. Curveball just missed. So 1-2 the count now to VO. And a called strike 3. Bender in there. Ball broke pretty well, I would say. So that is out number 1 for the Cardinals. And Lucas Hammerly back up to the dish here. Couple of walks on the day, had the double, and then grounded to second. So Hammerly with a called strike. One out here for Pacelli. Lions over there at first. Moderate lead. Seiss comes set, and ball misses a little bit low here, so count goes to 1-1 now on Lucas Hammerly. Seiss working out of the stretch here for Adams Friendship. Off-speed pitch. Missed a bit up, so 2-1 the count now to Lucas Hammerly. And a called strike. So count now even at 2. That hit down in the hole. That's going to be a tough play, and that will be a base hit for Lucas Hammerly. So Lions will advance.
Base hit for Lucas brings up the right fielder, number 6, Nick Gribach.
Nick Gribach steps up here. His second plate appearance for the Cardinals today, the left-handed senior. Nick looking to drive a run or two in here, perhaps. That is a first pitch strike, called strike here to Gribach. So Lions over at second. Hammerly down at first. A 1 out here. Both runners with a moderate lead. Ball hit into the backstop for foul. So the count now goes 0-2 here on senior Nick Gribach. The off-speed pitch from Seiss, and that will swing and miss for Gribach. That will be out number 2 here. And that will bring up Nate Reimer, who walked his last plate appearance. Junior Nate Reimer had that nice stretch play in the last half inning defensively for the Cardinals. So Reimer, good eye there. 1-0 the count now to the junior right-hander for the Cardinals. Seiss offering, swung and a miss by Reimer. Reimer now 1-1 here on Calvin Seiss. Seiss works out of the stretch. Couple runners on, both runners with a moderate lead. And that is a called strike, so 2 strikes now to Reimer. 1-2 our count. Bottom half of inning number 6 here. Off-speed pitch misses up. Reimer works the count now to 2s. Even at 2-2. And Reimer battling up there. Count goes to full. I think that missed just a bit high, so full count here, Nathan Reimer. Calvin Seiss working out of the stretch here for Adams Friendship. And the pitch misses low, so Reimer will walk his second walk of the afternoon. And Sully Schober steps here to the plate. Had that big double back in inning number 4 for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss for Schober. Bases are loaded, nowhere to put them, as they say. So Schober here, offering from Seiss. That will be driven into center field. A base hit for Schober, an RBI as well. Chase Lyons in to score. Schober with an RBI single. That will be it. And that will be the game, folks, by way of the 10-run rule here. So Pacelli with a 13-3 non-conference victory here over the Green Devils of Adams Friendship. So we will get our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We will hopefully get a few words here with Coach Wayne Sankey and a player or two of Coach Sankey's choosing. We'll take a few moments here. We'll pause for commercial break. You have been watching and listening to high school Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Pacelli with a 13-3 non-conference victory here. Back here in a few moments with our Nasonville Dairy post-game show on Zaleski.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we are joined out here by head coach Wayne Sankey here at the Pacelli Cardinals. Coach, big non-conference victory today. I think Adams Friendship plays in a different division even. I think they're a division or two based on their enrollment. Talk a little bit about today's game. I think you saw a lot of different things. I think you had the 11 or 12 hits on the game. Talk about that if you would.
Yeah, our bats I thought were probably the best we've hit the ball all year in today's game. 1 through 9, 2 guys are getting hits and getting on base and having good at-bats for us for sure.
Yeah, I think like we said, you had the 11 or 12 hits. You saw some timely hitting in certain spots. Guys like Peyton Fleas with 3 hits. Putting the bat on the ball, good things will definitely happen, getting guys on. We saw Asher Jordan, we know he pitched last Monday, had a pretty nice pitching performance today, I would say for the most part. Had that 1/2 inning in the 4th, but he was able to regain himself, his composure, and stay with it, and I think that was huge, especially as you guys getting into the stretch. A lot of baseball this week. Talk a little bit about his pitching performance.
Yeah, Asher did a tremendous a non-conference win, my God.
better you, Coach.
Yeah. No, Asher did a heck of a job, and that's what we expect, out of a senior leader there for us. And, high school kids are going to have those innings. It's just how they react to those innings. I thought our offense did a nice job of coming back, scoring 6 runs after they scored those 3 runs. But, in Andrew Van Order in relief to shut them down, throw 2 innings for us or 1 inning, whatever it ended up being. But, to have those guys on the mound and pounding the strike zone, and then our defense, I thought, played well today too.
I think so as well, Coach. Well said. I think you guys definitely played well. You're back here. No, you're actually at Ullman on Thursday, and then you're back here Friday. 2 conference games coming up here. Then you guys have a doubleheader over in Green Bay. Anything else as we look forward to the rest of the week here of baseball for you guys?
Like us baseball people, we want to play every day, and that's what these kids want to do. They want to get out here and play, especially on beautiful days like today. And it's good to see our guys are getting in a groove, and us as coaches, we're seeing some of these kids out on the field and seeing how they react. And I really like our depth, and we've got a lot of games to go. So.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we'll give you the big fist bump again. Appreciate it, sir. Nice job. All right, joined here by senior Peyton Fleas, number 3, the center fielder and pitcher here. Peyton, I had you for 3 hits tonight, several stolen bases. Talk about your performance tonight. Talk about your role with this team and as you guys look forward.
Obviously I'm a senior, so I got to lead the team, and just thought about hitting line drives, keeping it simple, and it worked.
Yeah, it definitely did, Peyton. Anything else as you look towards your senior? You hear any thoughts about where you guys see yourself going from here on out? You got a lot of baseball coming up. A couple conference games, one on Thursday, one on Friday, and then you guys doubleheader over in Green Bay. Talk about the rest of this week as you look forward.
Just keep winning games. We need guys to keep hitting and stay consistent. We should be just fine.
Well said, Peyton. Anything else you want to add before we put you in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House here? No. Nothing else. Okay, well, we'll count you down. We'll start at 3, 2, 1.
I'm Peyton Fleece, and I'm in the house.
Peyton, nice job tonight. We'll give you a fist bump.
Thank you.
All right. So that is senior number 3, Peyton Fleas, with the 3 hits tonight. Big victory for Pacelli. They will have a lot of baseball in front of them. Of course, you have the 2 conference games. First away game will actually be on Thursday as they go to Ullman Bancroft for a CWC South Conference game. And then they will be back here at Buchholz Friday night against conference opponent Port Edwards. And then, as we mentioned, a doubleheader over in Green Bay at Green Bay Notre Dame. You are watching and have been watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Brennan Retzloff giving me the hookup there. I'm Brandon Bierencott with Zaleski. Have yourselves a very fine Monday night. We'll see you back for Pacelli baseball on Thursday over in Ullman Bancroft. Have a good night.